Just a little patch of border patrol that we threw down here. Didn't prep the ground, just sprayed it, tossed it out. Didn't even put any nitrogen on it, except from the initial planting, put some 19 on it. But we just wanted to block the view of this power line that goes up that way. There is a gravel road up here that goes this way. Just wanted to have something tall to kind of block the view of seeing up into that. It's okay once you get past that pole, it curves, but pretty happy with this. It's some of it's 8 foot tall. This stuff is like at the base of the border patrol. I have no idea what it is. I'll have to look it up, but it's just hammered everywhere. They were liking it at some point. Well, here's our no-till for the first planting on the power line. Doesn't look like much, but if you get down here and look, there's clover coming up, and there's radish. Let me see, I saw some chicory in here too. Chicory here. And spots of this are just getting crushed. Like I said, doesn't look like much, but there's plenty of food in here. We've got some Egyptian wheat and some killer food plots, border patrol popping up on some of this. Just a very diverse blend of natives. Tons of pokeweed popping up in there, just hammering that stuff as it's coming out of the ground. So not the prettiest thing I've ever seen, but we've got some cover and we've got some food, and the deer are in here. There's tracks, droppings everywhere, heavy trails. So I got 2 cameras set up, one at each end of this power line, so we'll keep you posted as we see what's coming through here. So we got a gas line here that intersects with this bigger power line. That's west. Wind should be coming this way towards the camera, or north. I made a little mock scrape on this corner here. Lots of trails coming across here. Got a camera watching this here. This stand I just put up today should be good for everything but anything out of the south. It's pretty thick back there. I didn't see any trails going through there. If for some reason we notice some, I'll do a little bit of a blockade back there, but I could see all the way up the other side of that power line. If nothing else, it's a great observation stand, being that this is the first year I'm gonna hunt it. So got a shooting lane out this side, cover this corner. And I left that center branch there kind of blocking the tree. It's kind of hard to see from this side with all that foliage there, but standing up right above it, there's a shooting lane out there to here. So can always trim some more. You guys know how that goes when the leaves are on. You don't want to get too crazy until you see what it looks like when the leaves are down. A little closer to the edge of the power line than I like, but pretty limited here. As you can see, I wanted to be able to be downwind and shoot that corner. So like I said, worst case scenario, observation stand, and we'll get mobile if we need to, or hang another set. So straight ahead here, we've got a pretty steep drainage that runs down that way. We've also got a gas line. See that little opening? Got some clover planted in there. And then the gas line turns right and comes up that way and crosses a saddle in the ridge up here. So those deer will work up this drainage on my side of the drainage. There's a heavy trail coming out right here, and they work their way up this gas line. So the wind will either be coming from the west, north, or somewhere in between is normally the prevailing wind here. So got this tree stand set up, and as long as you get anything west or north, as long as it's not past northeast wouldn't be any good here, but either one of those would work. So we'll take a walk out. I'll show you. I took some time to clear the path to the access trail to get in here. I got a safety line, a hook for your bag, a bow hook, and a bow rope. Get everything ready to rock on all these stands, but I just cleared out a little trail so we don't have to walk in anywhere the deer are going to be, and should be nice and quiet. I got most of the sticks out of the way. I tried to do this carrying a chainsaw and a pole saw, but I could probably take a few more minutes. But you could see I got down to the dirt. It didn't take a long time to do this, maybe half an hour, depending on how long your access is. But I think it's important, as you know, stay off where the deer are using, which is that opening down there. And this just gives us a quiet way to get in here, where some being noisy can be banging this pole saw off of everything. You see that deer trail coming out of that gas line. But there's a saddle in this ridge here across the street. They cross and drop in. There's a nice bench over there that we scouted out earlier. Probably get a stand up in there also. But just wanted to give you a couple pointers on some stand improvements, and I'll check back with you in a little bit. So this is the north end of our lease that is not connected to the rest of the lease. There's no access. So I'm spending the day today with a chainsaw and an ATV and just trying to get us a path along the property line here that's downwind and away from where the deer want to be. Sure, they'll start using this like they normally do, but any interns out there looking to intern for Habitat Podcast that like to run chainsaws, I could use you. Just keep plugging away here at it. So this is the north end of our Ohio Lease. See the ribbon right there, that's the property line. I just stepped over here. Neighbor had some logging done. And you can see when you get sunlight to the ground, I've never seen so much pokeweed come up. And they're just crushing it, as you can see. But this goes on for quite a while. And just thick, nasty. It's no surprise that we're getting so many big bucks on the camera up here behind me. Man alive, I wonder if that's a logging road going up there, or if that's yeah, that's what it looks like. That's going to be a road in big time. That's the one thing that I don't understand. Doesn't look like they put any clover or anything down here. And maybe they're not finished yet, I don't know, but got like I said, property corners right here. So I just wanted to step over here and give you a heck of an example of what getting sunlight to the forest floor will do for you. It's incredible. Well, Dave's down there trying to clear a couple shooting lanes. Great spot here. Just gonna take a little time to get us a few shooting lanes through here. I don't know if you can hear that creek, but this drops straight off here. So our wind's either gonna be coming from the west or the north. And this goes out on a point here and drops off on both sides behind me and next to me. So good place for thermals to sink, good place for the wind to sink. And two amazing trails down here that come up from the neighbors where I was just showing you they had logged. Been getting a lot of big buck pictures over here on this north piece too, so we'll keep you posted.